A very good morning, dear students. I welcome you all to today's class, and today we are going to discuss about the same chapter which we are already discussing, agriculture from geography. And in our previous class, it was a live class, and we discussed about the types of farming. So basically the types of farming are of two major types, that is, one is subsistence farming, another one is commercial farming. So subsistence and commercial, we already have seen a few differences. That subsistence farming is practiced by the farmer and his family for its own consumption, but commercial farming is completely market oriented. And then in subsistence farming, land holding size is small, while in commercial farming, the farm sizes are large. Then in subsistence farming, it is dependent on monsoon, and it is also less capital intensive. But commercial is opposite of that. It is large capital intensive, and it is also developed with the help of or it is also provided with the modern irrigation facilities. Then subsistence farming, the production is less, commercial farming production is more. So these are a few differences which we have seen for subsistence and commercial farming. And also the types of subsistence farming, it is being discussed in our previous class, that is its types. So subsistence are of two types again. One is intensive subsistence farming, another one is the primitive subsistence farming. Under primitive, it was of two types. One is shifting cultivation and another one is nomadic herding, where shifting cultivation means when a patch of forest area is being cleared by the farmers, especially the tribal people, and then it is being cultivated only for self consumption. And nomadic herding is rearing of animals, but the thing is, the herders, they keep on moving in search of food, water and fodder. Okay, so that's what we have discussed in our previous class. And today we shall be discussing the other major type, that is commercial farming and its types. Okay, so let us begin with the class. First of all, in this particular class for today, you are going to learn about the commercial farming. So after this period, after this class, you all will be able to define commercial farming, and then later on you will also come able to point out the differences between the subtypes of commercial farming. Okay, so first of all, what is commercial farming? We already have seen the differences, but still let us see to define commercial farming. So commercial farming, it is a farming practice is basically intended to make money or to earn profit. So commercial farming is mostly, it is market oriented. It is produced in large extent to sell in the market for money or for profit. So it is profit oriented, it is market oriented. The next point is crops are cultivated and animals are reared for selling selling the produce in the market. So as I said, it is market oriented. This is only the meaning that crops are cultivated and animals are reared for sell in the market. The next, the produce obtained from commercial farming either sold in the local bazaar or sometimes is exported. If it is done at very large extent, like Punjab and Haryana, they are doing completely commercial farming in our country also, and their products are being exported to other countries as well. Okay, so and within the country also, from one state to another state, it is being exported. Okay, so commercial farming produces, either it can be sold in the local bazaar also when the surplus is not that very much, or we can say it is it is produced at lower amount, a low amount. But when it is at larger extent, then it is also sell in the outside market or exported to the different places within the country also, and also outside the country. Then most of the work is done with the help of machines. It is completely mechanized, but in case of subsistence, it was not there. Very simple tools are used for subsistence farming, but in case of commercial farming, it is highly mechanized, because most of the work, starting from sowing, then spraying, harvesting, everything is done by the machines. So it is highly mechanized. Then a huge amount of capital. Capital means, as you asked yesterday also, it is mainly the money which is being used for money and machineries as well as tools. So mostly the money which is invested for buying of land, then buying of machineries, fertilizers, tools, etc. So a huge amount of capital is required in case of commercial farming. Then we can see the types of commercial farming. So actually there are many types as per the higher classes, but in your book it is mentioned of only three, that is commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantations. There are other as well: horticulture, Mediterranean farming, agriculture, then also dairy farming, etc. But that is not a part of your syllabus. And as per your syllabus, it is three types are being mentioned, but other than that there are also some others, like another one is horticulture and market gardening, another one is dairy farming, another one is Mediterranean agriculture. So those are also types of commercial farming, but we will discuss about these three which are the main one. So commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantations. Okay, so let us see their characteristics one by one. First of all, commercial grain farming. So commercial grain farming, it is grains like cereal crops are being grown, like wheat, rice, maize, barley, oats, etc. are grown for commercial purposes. So it is mainly for commercial purposes it is being grown to sell in the market. It is mostly practiced in sparsely populated areas. Sparsely populated areas means the areas where population density or number of population is less, okay, and large fields are available for cultivation. So it is mostly practiced in sparsely populated temperate grasslands areas of North America, Europe and Asia. Okay, then these are spread over hundreds of hectares. It's large, farm sizes are large, that is the meaning. Then severe winters restricts the growing season, and thus a single crop is grown. Due to severe seasonal restrictions, due to seasons, a single crop is grown in this particular type of farming. Okay, then second one is mixed farming. So here crops are cultivated as well as animals are reared. Mixed, the word mixed is being used because here growing of crops, along with that rearing of animals are also done, so it is known as mixed farming. Okay, so here crops are cultivated as well as animals are reared. Then mostly practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. So mixed farming is practiced in this particular zones. Then we have the last type of our commercial farming, plantations. So plantation, it is a type of commercial farming where plantation crops, single crop is being grown, and single plant crops are like tea, sugarcane, tobacco, then cotton, then rubber, coffee, banana, which single plant crops, those are being grown in the plantations. Okay, like tea, a single plant is there. But if we consider wheat have a bunch of wheat has been it has been cultivated in a different lines or different kinds of in the paddy field, but or rice also same way. But in case of plantations, it is single plant crop, okay, which includes like tea plant. Then I think you all have seen tea plant, and you all have seen the sugarcane plant also. It's single plant or single crop. Then cotton also. Then you might have seen rubber plant, you might have seen banana plant, that is very common. So that is a single plant. So it is a single crop which is being grown like tea, coffee, banana, rubber, cotton, etc. And it requires large amount of labor and capital. Though it is commercial farming, but it requires large area, then large amount of labors, because it is highly labor intensive, and also lot of capital is being required for investment. Then we have the other characteristics of plantations. The output may be produced in the farm itself and or in the factories nearby. So produce after the industries are located near to the farm, and output may be produced either directly in the nearby factories. Okay, so it is directly, the raw materials are directly transported to the factories nearby. Then these are mostly found in the tropical regions. So it is practiced in the regions which are near to the equator. Okay, so it is where it is practiced. It is practiced in the tropical zones, which are actually in between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, including the equatorial region. Then examples are rubber in Malaysia, then tea in India, especially Assam, West Bengal, that is in Darjeeling part, and coffee in Brazil, etc. So now there are some pictures you can see. So which type of crop is this? This is, we will come to know what type of, is it a plantation? No, it's a commercial grain farming because it includes the grain of wheat. Okay, then banana plant, if you see this, if you see the previous one, it is like, it's lots of together, but if you see here, banana plant, one single crop, so it is a which type of farming? Commercial farming, it is plantation. Then this is sugarcane, if you see this, a single plant, so it is a which type? Commercial grain farming, mixed farming, or plantations, so it is plantation. Then this one also, if you see, and this is also, if you see, it's a plantation. Then here also, if you see this is what? Paddy, rice, so it is it a commercial sorry, is it a plantation? It's not, it's a commercial grain farming. Then here, this is also a mixed farming. So we have seen a few pictures of a different type of farming. If you want to see this again, then we will also we can also show in the next live class of ours, like on Monday now. And then we have seen the new words for today's class. It includes commercial farming, which means actually the producers are being or crops are being produced to sell in the market. It is highly mechanized, capital intensive. Then it is also then next one we have seen is mixed farming, which is both inclusion of both cultivation of crops as well as rearing of animals. Livestock means animals. Okay, livestock means animals. So when rearing of animals are being done, it is livestock, it is known as. And plantations, which we have seen, a single plant crop is being produced, and it is also commercial farming. Then this is your homework, please check this, all of you. So in commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for self-consumption. Correct the above statement. So this is the homework for you, or I can ask you the same thing in the next live class also. So you have to find out the mistake in the sentence and you have to correct it. The number 2 is identify the odd one out. So this is a optional or multiple choice questions. So you have to find out the odd one. The options given are commercial grain farming, shifting cultivation, mixed farming, plantation. So which is the odd one out of this? You have to find out. And your actual homework questions are the exercise questions also. You have to write all the questions, even question number 1, 2, and also the exercise questions, question number 1 from your textbook. From question number 1, Roman 1, Roman 2, Roman 3 and Roman 4, that are also your part of homework. So please complete it, and these questions will be also assigned in the Google Classroom. So as per that, you please complete the work. Okay, so thank you so much, students. So today we have learned mainly about the commercial farming and its types. Commercial farming, which is market oriented, produces a large, farm sizes are large, capital intensive, highly mechanized, labor intensive also. Then labor intensive in the sense is it is to use the machineries, and as it is done at large extent, so labors are also required. Then beside that, we have seen the major types, that is commercial grain farming, where grains are being produced at large extent, cereal crops like wheat, rice and everything. And then mixed farming, where cultivation of any crop as well as rearing of animal on goes. And in the third one, plantation, single plant crop is being produced, and which includes tea, coffee, rubber, banana, etc. Okay, so that's what we have learned today. Thank you so much, students, and hope to join you in the next live class. Okay, thank you.